Joining us now in Studio B, as promised, is Tanner Mangum, BYU junior quarterback, 2015 Freshman of the Year for the Touchdown Club of Ohio, and one of the most beloved athletes on campus at BYU. Tanner, welcome back to Studio B.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Good to be here again.
Okay, first and foremost, myself, as someone who has my own struggle with some of the things that you deal with, it's scary to talk about. It really is, to put it out there. But I just want to applaud you for being so honest and open. I think that's pretty cool that you did that.
Thank you. I'm not alone. I mean, I'm not the only one, not the first to do it. Hopefully not the last. But I think just drawing inspiration from others before me. Just you guys talked about Steve Young earlier on the show, and other athletes, other prominent figures who have spoken out about it. It's kind of shown me that it's okay. It's okay to come out and talk about it, and it's healthy. And like you said earlier, it's empowering. So it's been good.
Why did you feel like now was the time to go public with this?
It's something that's been on my mind a little bit this past month or so. I don't know what it is. It's just something's been eating at me, telling me, what, I need to do more. I need to step up and do more and kind of put my voice out there. And I think I've drawn inspiration from other people who have also come out and talked about it. And so I figured, here it is, Mental Health Awareness Week at BYU. Why not talk about it? Why not raise my voice and say what I think needs to be said, that there shouldn't be a stigma that surrounds it. We shouldn't be afraid or ashamed to talk about mental health, because it's a common thing. I think it's more common than we realize. So I think the timing felt right. I felt good about it. Felt comfortable talking about it. So I figured, why not use my influence for good and use this platform to support a good cause.
To quote your public post, and again I quote, "This might be surprising to many due to my normally optimistic, outgoing, and happy personality, but I hope we can understand that just because someone is beaming brightly on the outside doesn't mean they are free from their own personal struggles." So with that in mind, Tanner, you definitely do have a happy, positive demeanor. How do you manage that despite the difficulties that you face?
That's a good question, because my whole life I've been a very happy, smiley person. It's just kind of in my nature. But it's also another part of my nature that many people don't see is the downs, when you're kind of down in the dumps and feeling that that depression. So it's kind of just like you learn to balance it, and you learn how to manage it. And I think I'm a social person, so when I'm around people, when I'm surrounded by friends or family or teammates, here at BYU, it's like I feel good. But it's kind of those moments when I'm alone, or moments when I'm have some downtime, or that I kind of feel it more. So one of the things that's helped me to learn how to cope with it is I've learned that I'm happiest when I'm serving other people, when I'm focused on other people and not worried about myself. That's something that's been huge. And I think this is kind of part of why I wanted to speak out about it, because I realized it's empowering. It gives me strength. It helps me feel better when I know that I'm, doing my part to help other people, instead of just worrying about myself by saying, I'm so sad. Why am I dealing with this? Instead of focusing on the negative, let's make it a positive thing. Let's turn it into something that can benefit not only me but lots of people.
How much concern, if any, did you have in terms of opening yourself up to possible criticism and things like that?
Yeah, not too much. This past year and 2 years since I've been home from my mission, I've had to learn the lesson that it doesn't really matter what other people think. It's easier said than done, something that I struggled with, but I've just kind of come to the realization that, what, I need to be myself. I need to do what I feel is right, follow my heart. And if people don't like it, then so be it, and it's okay. And the ones that matter, like your close friends, your family members, they'll love you no matter what. They'll love you unconditionally, and that's what matters. So if any negativity or backlash comes, I'm not worried about it, because I know that it's something that I feel is right.
What kind of reaction have you received since going public per se with this?
It's been big. It's the outreach, the feedback that I've been getting. It's been awesome. Just floods of messages on social media from people reaching out saying thank you, talking about how they're experiencing similar things or family members are going through similar struggles. And it's been really, really amazing to feel the support. And even Brandon Marshall, the NFL receiver went to the Giants. You know, he has his own mental health awareness foundation. He announced a few years back that he has borderline personality disorder and wanted to be a spokesman for mental health awareness. He became aware of my post, reposted it, reached out to me and texted me and wants to meet up. And
Wow.
yeah, I know, kind of a big, opportunity to be able to, raise awareness even more. So I'm looking forward to meeting with him and kind of seeing what I can do to help him and his foundation and continue to raise awareness and let people know that they're not alone, that it's not anything to be ashamed of.
That's fantastic. Also, maybe throw a few button hooks or
Yeah, maybe
a deep out.
Yeah, maybe get some throwing in on the side,
Certainly the best of both
Yeah.
worlds there, yeah.
Yeah.
So now you mentioned that one of the things that you've done to help with this is that you've talked with a counselor.
Mm-hmm.
How has that aspect helped you?
Like, I mean, it's been, because Spencer said it before, I think everyone in one way or another can benefit from it.
Yes.
So there's honestly, there's nothing, it can only help,
The stigma and mantra of like, oh, you're going to see a counselor.
I know.
We need to get rid of that.
It's true.
It needs to go away.
I know.
Everybody can benefit.
Exactly. There's a stigma that's like, oh, it means you're weak. It means you need help and things like that. But you know what? Like, we all need help. Like, we're all human and we all have different struggles. And meeting with the counselors really helped me kind of understand what goes on, kind of, how it happens or what my body's telling me and things like that, and how to, cope with these emotions, with these feelings, and just someone to talk to, someone to get things out of your chest, get things, get just to talk through your feelings. And it's been awesome. It's been huge, and just kind of helped me feel, that it's okay, and that it's nothing to be ashamed of. And I think it's definitely helped me in all aspects of life, just feeling more calm, just feeling more myself, not stressing out about little things or worrying about every little thing each day. But it's been a huge benefit to me, and I think it could benefit a lot of people. And on campus here at BYU, there's something called CAPS, which is Counseling and Psychological Services. A lot of people don't realize, we have counselors on campus that students can use for free. But I think a lot of the time they go underutilized just because people don't know about it or they're ashamed to use it. But we have amazing resources here at BYU that we can take advantage of.
What you wrote was very well thought out, obviously, and I'm sure you read over it, I don't know, a million times. But what?
And I'm like only once or twice.
Really?
I typed it out and I just made sure the grammar was okay, the spelling was okay, and then sent it off. I was just kind of feeling it, kind of in the moment, and just decided, you know what, let's do it.
Was there a final straw or something that happened that was like, okay, I'm doing it now?
I think it was the BYU Mental Health Awareness Week, the campaign that was getting started. Brigham Young University on Instagram was making posts about it. BYUSN was making posts about it. And I saw other students coming out and sharing their stories. So I kind of wanted to add my voice to theirs. They gave me inspiration. They showed me the courage to come out and speak out about it. And it kind of made me feel confident that, you know what, together it's better. It's better to fight this together than alone. It gives people strength when you can relate to someone, when you can connect to someone and realize that they're human just like me. So I think that's something that's been really just paramount to my desire to do this, has been the group support that I've been getting from other people.
You mentioned, obviously, and we all know that you're a public figure and everybody knows who you are. Do you think that has helped or hurt the depression and the anxiety, being such a public figure?
I think it's a double-edged sword, being in the limelight, being in the spotlight. Because one, it puts you on a great platform to be able to do good, to be able to reach people and have a following and be able to use that influence for good. But then also there's the pressure, the expectations, everyone watching your every move. Your personal life becomes public and things like that, and that can take a toll. And I think it did, to an extent. Worrying about what other people are seeing, and so sometimes that can put some pressure on you. But now I think I'm embracing that better. I'm accepting that responsibility, and now using it for good. I'm understanding that with this following that I have, which isn't huge. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm I'm not the perfect example or perfect spokesman for this, but I want to use the influence I have for good. And I know that if I just do my part and speak up and try to make people understand that they're not alone, and kind of erase the stigma that surrounds mental illness, then I know that even if it helps one person, then it's worth it.
If you could sit down one-on-one, let's say with someone that is afraid or hesitant to go to counseling or to get medication to help out with this, or to even talk about it with anybody, what would you say to them?
I would just say you're not alone, and that, there's a lot of things going through my mind right now. A lot of words that that people told me is that it's so important to understand that we don't have to be perfect. I think there's just such a pressure of perfectionism, in our society. With social media, it's easy to kind of just show the good things, the positive, the highlights, so to speak. But we're human, and it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to have flaws, and it's okay to make mistakes and go get help. So I think that's what I would tell anyone. It's just that it's okay, to not put so much pressure on ourselves, and to understand that getting help is not a sign of weakness, but it's, in my opinion, a sign of strength. To humble yourself and realize, that I need some help. I can't do this alone. And so I think that's what I would tell them. It's just to know that they're not alone. To know that it's okay.
We like to discuss non-football things, and especially, in a way, an uplifting topic like this, that it is okay. And so there will be plenty of time for us to talk about different quarterback skills and games and the things that you're working on. We know that you are working extremely hard with your coaches and teammates to put a good football product on the field. But quite frankly, this just outweighs anything like that, and it's not close today.
Yeah, I could agree. Football is a passion of mine, something I love, but it's not everything. It's not, my life will not be defined by just simply playing football. And if anything, I one of the things I love about football is the connections and relationships that it's helped me gain, and my best friends on the team and my coaches, and then also the people that it's helped me meet. And now an example, like this, of using football as a platform, using it as a vehicle to reach people. So, it's football in sports in general can transcend. They're very transcendent. You can use it as a message for life. And so I, am appreciative of the opportunity to be here at BYU, to be surrounded by such good people and good influences. And now I, hopefully can add my voice to it.
Well, you're certainly a hero to many before, and I have a feeling that you're a hero to a lot more people now.
Yeah.
We're really proud of you and what you did. Cannot say enough positive things about how courageous you were, so we appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Tanner Mangum in Studio B. You know what? We're just going to give you some karma for whatever.
For
Utilize
life.
it wherever you want.
Yeah.
Okay? It doesn't have to be on sports field or anything. You just utilize it however you want.
Okay. Thank you.